Hello and thank you for joining us on this week's edition of the program Capital Markets. I'm Temple Ashaju. Following the release of January headline inflation of 18.72% by the National Bureau of Statistics this week, investors reacted in varying manner to the different segments of the capital markets. Inflation for the period trended further northwards, albeit slow growth in the prices month on month. Now the figure, which is also 7 basis points higher than 18.6% recorded in December last year, is largely due to pressures from the uptrend in food prices. At the stock market, equities closed negative for the third consecutive week. After losing in 3 out of the 5 trading sessions, sentiments remain low, and with the all-share index reaching a 9-month low on Tuesday. Now, this trend is also coming on the back of the NSE management's decision to give more attention to real estate investment trust schemes. On Capital Markets this evening, we'll have the privilege of getting insights on the state of the market and why the delay in the release of 2016 earnings from a lot of quoted companies, one of the reasons why the market is yet to peak. Let's now begin with the reaction of the Nigerian Stock Exchange to reports of infractions that has hit the market in recent time. We know that we've been hearing a whole lot of reports from a lot of from the press, basically something the NSE has described as press war. And now we will take a look at what the market is saying concerning its role in what concerns partnership investment securities. During the week, Oscar Onyemas granted an interview to Mr. Bosun Omopaye, who is the business editor of Channels Television. Listen.
You'll recall that when we did Outlook for 2017, we said we were cautiously optimistic because of 4 drivers that were outlined that had potential for easing short-term pressures on the economy and allowing us to record a modest improvement in GDP numbers. And then that translates into what the exchange is doing. As you know, we're a reflector of what is going on in the economy. And so what you're seeing, the exchange, especially the stock exchange, stock index numbers tend to be forward predictors of what will happen in the economy 6 months, 8 months down the line. And so you're just seeing a return of confidence gradually from the potential issuers and from investors.
Do you think there's still more that you will do in the market in this regard?
You will see a number of interesting transactions coming down the line in the coming months.
Talk to us about this listing of real estate investment trust. We've seen housing estates listing on the market. This looks a little bit different. What's your view about it?
Yeah, so this REITs that we just had the facts behind the offering today is REITs to do 20 billion naira capital raise. So it's actually an IPO that has been issued by Top Services Limited. And the interesting thing about this one is that they're focused on retail space, right? So malls. And looking to extract cash flows in such a way that they can give very high returns to investors in this REIT, which is slightly different from what we've seen in the past. That asset class generally, REITs, we're looking to invest a lot more in investor education and in developing that market space. So we will be hosting a workshop before the end of the first quarter, fully targeted at REITs.
Now let's talk about something that's been in the news of infractions committed by a dealing member of the stock exchange, Victor Ogenwoye, and his firm, Partnership Securities Limited, involving a major investor, a former managing director of EcoBank. Give us an update on this. What's happened and how are you handling it?
PSL was a member of the Council of the Stock Exchange from 2010 to 2014. And he represented them on the council. And the current list of council members is available on our website. So I'm not sure why there is that confusion as to the status of members of the council. Very reputable individuals and institutions that are on the council. So regardless of the fact that he was on the Council of the Exchange, if the firm was suspended immediately, the exchange wrote a petition to EFCC regarding this, pursuant to our MOU that I've talked about. This particular individual and the company PSL, only has one outstanding complaint against it, and that is this investor's complaint. The other complaint we received was in August of 2015, which was resolved in 2 weeks. The dispute resolution mechanism in the capital markets allows for 37 days to sort it out. It was resolved in 2 weeks to the satisfaction of the investor. So this particular company has no serious record of committing infractions in the marketplace. I think the people are confusing PSDA, which is Partnership Securities Deposit Account, which is a product that a company called PICO, Partnership Investment Company Limited, offers or is offering. And both the company offering it and the products that are being offered are not under the regulatory jurisdiction of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. PICO is not a dealing member of the exchange. The securities they are offering are not traded on the exchange. And so people should not confuse the two. I think it's very important to state that. Now, we understand from our investigations, and by the way, when we found out all of this, we also informed the Securities and Exchange Commission, and we did a joint inspection together. We informed the central bank, which, if you look at the composition of the group, the partnership group, there is an HMO, there is a microfinance company, there is an asset management company, there is a stock brokering